get back on Saturday at home.
Well, last week in Indy, the Texans started with a 75-yard touchdown pass to Nico Collins.
They will go to the air, dump it down. Singletary makes the grab, turns it upfield, spun out of bounds on a nice job by Owusu Koromoa against this Texans offense.
C.J. Stroud, the Ohio State University.
Devin Singletary, FAU.
Andrew Beck, Texas.
Robert Woods, USC.
Nico Collins, Michigan.
Dalton Schultz, Stanford.
Lambert Tunsil, Devon Tree University.
Juice Scruggs, Penn State.
Michael Dieter, Wisconsin.
Shaq Mason, Georgia Tech.
George Fant, Western Kentucky.
A lot of impressive numbers for this offense, but fewest turnovers in the NFL stands out with a rookie quarterback who threw just 5 interceptions. We'll throw it again on 2nd and 7. Stroud lofted over the middle. It's wide open for Collins, his #1 target, across the 40 for a gain of 21.
Well, this starts with great protection. Watch the protection that Stroud's going to get. This is a play action and a deep crossing route to Collins. You got to have time. They do a nice job. Cleveland actually brought some add-on rushers, and it was well picked up. And Stroud shows that accuracy. His intermediate passing is outstanding.
And he's learned how to utilize that pocket to the best of his ability. Stood in there, took the hit, and gains the first down for his team. Singletary's the back. Play action. Stroud with time, rolls. Oh, he delivers, but it's dropped. Dalton Schultz. He has loved going to his tight end. Feels like he's a picture-perfect tight end. Super smart, but this time he couldn't squeeze it.
Yeah, he's been such a reliable and dependable guy. But you could just see at the last minute, he turned his head, took his eyes off the ball. Here's one of the things they're going to try to do to Myles Garrett. They get a chip from Brevin Jordan, the tight end, on his way into the route. You have to have a plan. Every offense that faces the Browns has to have a plan for what they're going to do with Myles Garrett so that he does not wreck the game.
Houston tied for 2nd in the NFL in drops during the regular season with the Raiders, as Singletary picks up a tough 2 and Garrett right there to greet him. Well, C.J. Stroud, you can go through the numbers and you can go through the records. We've got them on your screen, so we make it easy. Led the NFL in pass yards per game and touchdown to interception ratio. But it's the way he carries himself in the building that separates him.
And he's been a great leader from day one. He's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder that he's kind of carried for several years. But he's genuine, and his players have rallied around him. And then when you see the playmaking ability, everybody on this team knows they got a dude playing quarterback for him.
Here's his first 3rd and long of the day, 39. Stroud rifles, sideline, incomplete, and a flag is down. He was looking in the direction of Noah Brown, making his return to the lineup. Yeah, and we'll see what the penalty is.
Well, there was movement on the left side. Laramie Tunsil, the left tackle, and also the rusher on that side.
Defense number 95. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
See, these two guys are very familiar with one another. Laramie Tunsil played at Ole Miss. There's the movement by Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett played at A&M, so from college to now in the NFL, these guys have been going at each other for almost a decade. Don't know how many one-on-one matchups we'll see, because a lot of times you got to give extra attention to that guy, but Tunsil, one of the very best in the NFL.
So instead of 3rd and 9, it's 3rd and 4 for Stroud in this offense. Stroud through his progressions, lofts it into double coverage, incomplete. Back to Brown. Dangerous throw from Stroud, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, this is man-free coverage, and the free safety was just sitting there waiting. Juan Thornhill, watch number 1. His eyes are on the quarterback. Everybody else is locked in on a receiver. And CJ very lucky that that one didn't get picked off. This Cleveland Brown defense best in the NFL on 3rd down, as well as a couple other categories, but able to get their team off the field right now.
So Cameron Johnston will send it away to James Prochet, the return man for Cleveland. He was assumed that role after Jakeem Grant got hurt early in the season, preseason, and then Nick Chubb went down, and it required for Ford to be in the backfield, but he does not make the right tight end. Kareem Hunt will be the running back from their own 8-yard line. They hand it to Hunt up the middle, and he disappears into the pile for 2.
This Cleveland offense, obviously not the same running game that they had when they had Nick Chubb, one of the best in the league the last couple years. Chubb went out week 2 with the injury. It's been kind of a running back by committee. Right now, Kareem Hunt, who they brought back to the team, he's more of the physical downhill runner. Can break a lot of tackles.
Jedrick Wills and Jack Conklin, their 2 starting tackles to begin the year. Wills went out with knee surgery week 9. Conklin got hurt in the opener. 2nd and 8 now for Flacco. Back towards his end zone. Sidearm incomplete.
They tried to go with a screen that time. Well defended by Houston. They bring pressure, but nobody open. Kareem Hunt not able to get in a clear vision for Joe Flacco on the screen, and it's 3rd and long again. Will Anderson and Grenard were not in on 1st down, getting a little break, anticipating run, but they're in the ball game right now on the edge. Stingley is lined up, it looks like, in man situation right here on Amari Cooper.
3rd and 8 for Flacco. Gets rid of it. Hunt, and he is dumped. Chopped down at the 13, well short of the 1st down by Desmond King.
Take a look now. Amari Cooper again had 265 yards last time. He's going to run a post. All right, here's Stingley, but watch this safety come all the way over to help. They're going to give extra attention to Amari Cooper, particularly on the deep balls. They do not want him to get over the top of the defense.
So King made the tackle. Now he will be back to handle the punt from Bojorquez. High spiral, but a short kick, and it's out of bounds. Looked like around midfield. We'll see where they spot it. And this is going to be outstanding field position for Houston at the 45. Well, this is a Houston organization that rebuilt themselves from the bottom floor. They had to build their rocket before they could take off. 11-38-1 the last 3 seasons, lowest winning percentage in the league. But then you bring in 2 top 3 picks in Stroud and Anderson, who are potentially both offensive and defensive rookie of the year candidates. D'Amico Ryan's a first-year head coach, and they're the first team in the Super Bowl era to win their division with a rookie head coach and quarterback.
Well, and the thing about those 3 guys, they are all accustomed to great success, right? D'Amico with the 49ers, Will Anderson from Alabama, CJ from Ohio State. Losing is not acceptable, and so they came in with the attitude, we're going to turn this around.
Let's see if this Browns defense can find it once again as Singletary gains a couple down to Catherine.
Well, General Manager Nick Caserio emphasized that culture was important when I asked him about that Texans rebuild after spending 20 seasons with the Patriots. He said you can never recreate a culture, but you can look for certain behavioral patterns and characteristics in players. He saw those qualities in 2nd and 3rd overall picks, C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson, who both said they fit in here because they are grown men. They work hard to show these guys they can do it. Noah?
Caserio's done a wonderful job, KT, and D'Amico Ryan's a huge part of that as well for the culture he's then set within the team based on the type of people that they've brought in. As Singletary picks up another yard and brings up 3rd down.
Well, 3rd down and fairly manageable. Again, this Cleveland defense is so difficult on 3rd down because, first of all, through the year, teams have had to go the longest distance. The average yards needed on 3rd down against this Browns defense, 8.4. No other team in the league over 7. So this is a more manageable distance. Lots of tight man coverage and then pass rushers that can get to the quarterback quickly.
Stroud, who didn't play in the first matchup between these 2 teams, said this was going to be a key, getting into those manageable 3rd downs and play great situational football. Just gets rid of it, hit as he throws, he's got it! Nico Collins, 1st and goal.
Well, a great adjustment to the football by Nico Collins. C.J. Stroud getting up to the ball. Now he gets Newsome on him. Newsome is normally on the slot. They switched his formation at the last minute. Newsome went outside with him, and then Collins beats him on the route and adjusts to the football. That's a quarterback and a #1 receiver who are totally on the same page. You see the late shift in the formation. Newsome is beat right away, and then Collins adjusts to the football.
Stroud completing 74% of his passes when targeting his #1 guy, Nico Collins, who's taken a huge step with a career year now in year 3. And let's see if a timeout was called before anything here. It looks like it will be to Houston.
Just want to go back and explain that.
Houston, this is their first.
The difference on that long
timeout.
play, because explosive plays are going to be huge in this game, right, against both defenses. Nico Collins was lined up in the slot. Newsome is normally on the slot receiver. At the last minute, they switched positions. He went outside. Newsome went with him because it's man coverage, but he was beaten badly right off the snap. So a nice adjustment by offensive coordinator Bobby Slowick to kind of change the position of Nico Collins.
Look, the quarterback-wide receiver relationship is so important. And C.J. Stroud's an Ohio State guy. Nico Collins is a Michigan guy. We asked C.J., hey, was that tough to get over? He goes, no. Once we started throwing, once we got to know each other, it's all love. He said he's honored to be a part of his story. You saw the stats. Nico Collins, what a year he's had. Over 1,200 yards, nearly 1,300 yards in the regular season. First and goal now for Houston. Play action, Stroud. Oh, it's knocked down. Myles Garrett had a free run at the quarterback, and Stroud just had to underhand get rid of it.
Well, no, this is a play that they worked by design. The problem is Garrett is so explosive. He was there too quickly. This is by design. They're going to kind of go a shovel pass to Beck, who's in here. But Myles Garrett is there so quickly, and then on the other side, the defensive lineman, Jordan Elliott, is there to knock the ball down. Incomplete pass. They didn't even block Myles Garrett on that play because of what they were trying to do. But Elliott on the inside made a great play as well.
So it's second and goal. Stroud keeps to the outside. Stroud using his legs. He won't get there. Cleveland with a great job with the angle. Martin Emerson cuts him off, and it's third and goal.
The ironic thing, and it's almost an anomaly of this Cleveland defense, best in the league in total defense, best in the league in pass defense, best in third down, but last in the league in red zone or goal to go defense. They got a chance to turn the page on that on this big third down play.
Jim Schwartz, in his first season as the defensive coordinator with the Cleveland Browns, 57 years old, won a Super Bowl as the DC with the Eagles in the 2017 season. Third and goal.
Dalton Schultz in motion, big time target in the red zone.
Stroud rolls, fires, end zone, incomplete. He put it towards Robert Woods, who was low, and it's fourth down.
Well, Newsome made up for the play he got beat on earlier in this drive. Tight man coverage. It's a low throw, but you see Newsome able to knock that ball away. Perfect position and coverage by the slot corner.
Newsome nursing a knee injury last week, sat with the majority of the starters in the loss at Cincinnati to finish the regular season. He's back on the field, makes a big play, and forces a Fairbairn field goal attempt from 21 yards. Really an outstanding season for Fairbairn, even with the missed extra point in the fourth quarter that nearly cost Houston a chance to not only get in the playoffs but host this game as the winners of the AFC South. He puts the points on.
Quarterback I've ever watched, and he's throwing receivers he doesn't even know, and they signed him, and next thing you know, he's not only the starting quarterback, but he is leading this team into the playoffs in a major way.
And he really has felt so welcomed by the team. A lot of credit goes to his teammates. He felt like the locker room embraced him with open arms, but also Kevin Stefanski, and he had a lot of great things to say about his head coach, how even-keeled he is, and he doesn't look too forward ahead, which is what has kept this team, despite all the injuries they've had, on schedule, on track, en route to an 11-win season. We'll see if he can find a response to the first points of the day. Play action on first down. Flacco airs it out. Open downfield. Njoku has it. There's the big play from Flacco. He put it in the bucket for his tight end to the tune of 45 yards.
What an incredible route by Njoku. Watch this route. He's going to look like he's going to run an out cut. And he takes the leverage away from the corner and then back to the inside, and Flacco going there all the way.
Career year for David Njoku, making his first Pro Bowl. First time a Cleveland tight end has made the Pro Bowl since 2015. Gary Barnidge, the last one to do it. And he entered the NFL when he was 20 years old. And Kevin Stefanski said the biggest difference is he's just matured as a person, as a man. And he's been a leader in this locker room, one of the best teammates on this group. Another catch for Njoku. This time he's dragged backward immediately by DeAndre Houston Carson, but Flacco connecting with one of his favorite targets on back-to-back plays.
Yeah, it's almost like Flacco had immediate chemistry with this guy and also Amari Cooper. And whenever there's a single high safety and it's one-on-one outside, that's where he's looking for Cooper.
Receiver, number 68.
That's Michael Dunn. And when there's a split safety look and the middle of the field is open, Njoku is where he's looking first, especially in the red zone.
Sets up 2nd down and 2. Another play action. Flacco with plenty of time. Rifle wide open. Amari Cooper, 1st and goal.
Nice job by Kevin Stefanski getting Flacco out of the pocket, extending the play. Cooper a little slow to get up because this play took a long time. Cooper had to come from one side of the field all the way to the other sideline. But because Flacco was on the move and out of the pocket, he was able to buy that time and deliver the football.
Well, Cooper didn't play the last 2 games of the regular season with a heel injury, so he did return. Stefanski did mention us. He's probably not going to be 100%, but he's as close as he possibly can. He'll play through the pain, and it appears to be okay as he'll take this play off on the 1st and goal. And a timeout's going to be taken by Cleveland.
They're first. This is the 32nd timeout.
So they get Cooper back on the field. Had the huge day in the first matchup with Houston during the regular season. As we go down to KT.
Well, guys, Cooper told me that the injury is a heel contusion that's getting better, and he's working through it. He said when the injury first occurred, he was unable to load his right heel when running, but said that that is no longer an issue. During pregame warmups, he did not appear to test that heel. He showed no hesitancy, and he was doing drills with his teammates, Noah.
Catherine, I say this pun only slightly intended. That came on the heels of maybe the best game of his career with 265 yards, set a Browns franchise record in this building.
Well, here's Njoku right here in the slot in a bunch formation, big target in the red zone.
And it's Wildcat Kareem Hunt up the middle, and he is pushed back at the 4-yard line. Just gets inside. Christian Harris made first contact.
He maybe doesn't have the explosiveness that he had earlier in his career, but he still is a powerful downhill runner. Has always kind of run angrily, you know. I mean, he runs with an attitude, and that is really good inside the 5-yard line.
Led the team with rushing touchdowns again, 9 on the season. Still a touchdown machine in these goal line opportunities. 2nd and goal. Play action. Flacco lofts, caught, and short.
Wow, great tackle.
Harrison Bryant couldn't spin in, and an excellent job by Houston Carson once again.
Yeah, I mean, this looked like an easy touchdown. All the attention went to Njoku, the other tight end. The underneath tight end was open, and it looked like he was going to walk in, but just an excellent tackle.
Number 68 are eligible. Number 53 and number 68 are eligible.
So 2 extra linemen, Nick Harris and Michael Dunn, both eligible in this jumbo package. Hunt, the running back. 3rd and goal. Hunt up the middle. He goes over the top, and he's in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Yeah, really a beautiful job by the left guard, Joel Bitonio, one of the top players on this offensive line. Watch him pull and lead on the linebacker. And Kareem Hunt gets right in his hip pocket. Nice block by the right guard, number 77, Wyatt Teller. The strength of this Browns offense and their offensive line are those 3 interior guys, the 2 guards and the center. They've had injuries at tackle, but those interior 3 are outstanding.
It was set up by the long catch by Njoku. It leads on 6 plays, 75 yards, and the extra point from Patterson to the 5th postseason touchdown in the career of Kareem Hunt. Feeling good in this Houston Heat. C.J. Stroud will get an opportunity now down for the first time today as Patterson will boot it away. Damian Pierce, who had a 98-yard kickoff return touchdown the last time these 2 teams played, will let it fly into the end zone.
Now let's take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K Skycam. Myles Garrett, what can Jim Schwartz do to help him out? Here's a one-on-one against Laramie Tunsil, 2 great players. This time they're going to bring linebacker pressure outside, and they try to move Myles inside. This time he's on the other side. He won't always line up on the right side of the defense. So far, The Texans have done a pretty good job accounting for him, but Jim Schwartz knows this guy, I can move him around, try to find the right matchup for him to wreak havoc in the backfield.
And Garrett feeling a little extra juice playing back here in Texas. State he grew up in, state he went to college in. Said that Texas air hit different when I got off the plane. As does Devin Singletary through the hole, breaks a tackle across midfield. A big gain on the ground. Taki tracks him down 29 yards for number 26.
Yeah, great job of getting some plays out. Watch the Cleveland defensive end come inside, and then watch these pullers. Wide receivers blocking. They get the tackle and the guard out in front of the play, and Singletary does a nice job filling in right behind him.